Hello. So I thought I would show you how to create a backup image of your hard drive and also restore it from that backup. And I'm going to use a software called Clonezilla. And you actually burn this to a CD or have it on a USB stick. For me, it works the best to have it on a CD actually. And you go to clonezilla.org, and I put the link to it in the video description. And then to the left here, you go to download. And I actually select the top one here, and it's Ubuntu based. And here is kind of the latest release. So I just click on it, this one. Select CPU architecture, if it's a 32-bit or 64-bit. This seems to be only 64-bit. And then the file type, I usually select ISO, so I can burn it to a CD. So the file size are about 350 megabytes on this image file, so you can easily fit it on a CD. And then just select the repository, just auto download. And you get here and you wait a couple of seconds and you get this download window. I have already downloaded this, so I'm not going to do it again. And then you need to burn that to a CD or create a USB stick. I don't know what software you use, but so I'm not going to show you that. I already have this on a CD. So that's how you do it. And here's a little bit of a important thing. I'm just going to show you this. It has to do with how the drives are formatted. Because if you have like a single drive in your laptop, let's say, you need to have an external drive or USB drive to save the backup image to. And the internal laptop drive and the external drive need to be formatted the same. So you have the different disks here in the disk management. To check if they have the same, you right click on this gray box, for example. You see here, convert to MBR. And that means that this drive is already formatted in the GPT. Same thing with this, it says convert to MBR. So this drive is also formatted with GPT. If it says convert to GPT here, you know it's an MBR disk. So you have to know that the internal drive in your computer and the external drive you're going to save the backup to need to have the same formatting. So both of the drives need to be either MBR or GPT. So if the internal drive is GPT and the external MBR, it doesn't work. Clonezilla is going to tell you that it's a mismatch of the formatted drives. There are a way to fix that. In Clonezilla, there's a command for it, but that's another video. So just make sure that the external drive and the internal drive have the same kind of format. That's kind of important, otherwise it doesn't work. Okay, so let's actually switch to my laptop here. And I'm actually going to change a couple of settings here. That. I'm going to move OBS over here so I see a little bit better. Okay, so this is my laptop. You're seeing right now, it's the BIOS. And it's ready to go. I just need to press exit here. And save changes. And it's automatically going to boot on the CD. And make sure that you have the external drive connected before you boot. So this is the first kind of thing you see. And I just select the top version here. You can use the arrow keys to change the options. I just select the top one here. There it says VGA 800 times 600. And it's going to boot a little while here. A boot. Takes a little while. So yeah, it's going to be a little black here for a while. It's going. That error is nothing to worry about. So it's going to be like this for like a minute or two. I guess it's loading stuff into memory or whatever. So if it's just blinking here, just wait. Because the CD drive is kind of working. So this is actually real time. I'm not fast forward anything. Some people might think this is a bit advanced software, but I think it's the best one. It worked actually for me because I used some other backup imaging software and it's just fine to create the backup. But when I want to restore it, there's always a problem. So, but this Clonezilla always worked for me, so that's why I'm using it. Okay, so the red there is the selection. I just selected default English here, so I just press enter. You can just press enter on these, or you can actually use the tab key. The red kind of bar means that it's selected. You can press tab here, so it goes to OK. If you want to do that. Start Clonezilla. Yes, start Clonezilla. And here, of course, you can use the arrow keys to make the selections. Choose the top one. Work with disks or partition using images. You can press tab here if you want to. It goes down to OK. If you want to press cancel, press tab again. So OK. And I'm going to use the top one here as well. Use local devices. Hard drive, USB drive. So just press enter. At the bottom of the screen, you see right now it says press enter to continue. And it found two drives, the SDA and SDB. It's the Intel SSD and the 500 gig backup drive that I have. So right now it says press Ctrl C to exit this window. So Ctrl C. The first time I did this kind of stuff, it was a bit confusing, but right now I can do it with my right hand. Right now, you need to select the drive or the destination drive where you're going to save the backup image to. And this is very important to remember, or to select the right drive. You can actually see the first three to the left, you see it says SDA 1, 2, and 3. So that's actually my main drive. It also says there in parentheses It says Intel SSD, and that's the drive I'm actually going to back up. And at the bottom it says SDB, so this is the second drive. You can also see it says NTFS backup. Also is 500 gigs. So it should be marked with this red box here, and then you just press tab to OK and press enter. So remember, it's the destination drive, not the drive that you're going to back up. It's the save drive. Then on this drive I actually have different folders. I have a folder called Clonezilla. I go in there, and then I have different folders with the name of the computers. So the i5 520 is my other laptop. The one that I'm going to back up is this HP, so I click enter over there. And in here I got two folders. I'll name them clean and backup. For me, clean means that I just install the computer or the Windows or whatever and all the updates. No drivers or any other software, just the operating system and the updates. And after that, when I start to install the drivers and software, I place them in the backup folder. So if anything goes wrong with installing drivers or whatever, I can just revert the computer to the clean install again without having to sort of reinstall the operating system. But this is just a backup of the drive, so I go into that backup folder, and here you can actually see that I got another one, and this is a backup I did yesterday. So I'm not going to use that. I'm just have the parent directory, top one selected here. I press tab twice, so it says I'm done. At the bottom of the screen to the left, you see press enter to continue. And here I just select the top one, beginner mode, accept the default options. And same here at the top one, save local disk as an image. Press enter. And now you can actually name this backup, and it's going to create a folder with this name. And I always keep the date so that I know when I created the backup. And then I name what kind of operating system it is. So it's Windows -10 Pro and then what kind of update version. This release is the 20H2 update of Windows 10. So 20H2. And then I just tab to the OK there and just press enter. And it's going to do a couple of things. Now you need to select the source drive, which drive that you want to actually back up. Previously we selected the destination drive where I want to save the backup. Right now I want to select what drive I want to back up. And if you have multiple drives on your computer, they will show up here. And they will all have a blank. You see to the left, the orange box there. Oops. If you have multiple drives, you can use the arrow keys, go up and down. And then to select a drive like this, you have to press spacebar. And you get the star there. And the star means that the drive is now selected. So you select and deselect with the spacebar. Then I press the tab button to go to OK here. This is kind of new for me. I just downloaded the latest version. I don't know what the difference is here, except that it's a very fast and small image. Well, I just use the top one here just in case. And I guess you need to use the same option when you're going to restore it, so I'm going to show you that later. Skip checking repairing source file system, yes. Okay. No. Skip checking saved image. Not to encrypt the image. And then what it should do when it's done with the backup, and I want it to shut it down. So, okay. And then at the bottom of the screen, it says press enter to continue. And now it's checking the drives and stuff. And you are going to get a question right here. It says, are you sure you want to continue? And if there's some issue with the drives, they are formatted differently with GPT MBR. Right here, you're going to say, it's going to say like, there's a mismatch with the formatting. I can't continue. Or press enter to get back or whatever. But if they have the same formatting, you get this, want to continue, and you press Y and enter. And now it's going to back up everything, and there's 3 partitions when you have a Windows installation. So there's going to be 3 of these, but it saves it on the same image file. So this is why it goes so fast. Well, here's the 3rd one. And you can see in the middle of the screen, it says file system NTFS, device size. So it's an 80 gigabyte SSD. Yeah, it's really old. And then space in use. That's how much of the drive you have actually used. So it's 23 gigs. That's just Windows 10 and the updates. And then how much free space there is. You can still got about 56 gigs free space. And then you see some information, elapsed time. It's been 42 seconds. Remaining 5 minutes. And of course, this depends on how large the drive, how much space in use. So if you have like a terabyte drive and you use 500 gigs on that drive, it's going to take like half an hour or whatever. And you just have to wait. So right now I'm just going to pause the recording until it's almost done. So I get back to you. All right, it's almost done. Couple of seconds left. Let's see what it does. It should now be... Oh, it's another one. Okay. Oh, it's this partition as well. Pretty quick. And I think it's going to shut down right now. This image was saved successfully. Yellow text there. Will power off. So waiting a couple of seconds there. Now it's going to eject the CD. Right now you just press enter and the computer will shut down. Like that. And you're done. So this is kind of a long video, almost 20 minutes. So I think I will do the restore thing on the different video. And I will put a link to that video in the video description. So yeah, so this is kind of how you create the backup. So yeah, catch you later.